Dear Esther, the sound of the waves hitting the shore so very often reminds me of you. I've lost track on how many times I think of you. The atmosphere you created was unlike anything I'd seen before, or anything I've seen after. I sometimes feel like you have affected my creative outputs and media likings more than any other, even though I am aware that the others are better, to the extent you can call something better than a thing that is wholly unique. I feel people often get stuck up on perfection, the desire to have the thing they like be the best. I wonder if people, and myself at times, get a sense of superiority for liking critically acclaimed media, or if it's a need for acceptance. Why does it matter that Bob, who you've never met, who lives in India, a country in which you've never been to, does not like a game that you like? Does it really matter? Or if Bob likes that 1 hour long walking simulator reviewed poorly by YouTube reviewers because all they do is walk around on an island listening to a narrator? Does that matter? Will people think less of Bob because of his likes? Esther, I often find myself thinking about how people's taste in media can so wildly affect what we think of each other. This Bob liking said walking simulator show that he indeed has bad tastes, and that no one will ever like what he ends up making if he ever starts making content. Or if Bob thinks that people just don't get it, has he then become someone like Neil Breen or Tommy Wiseau, an artist high on his opinion? Or is Bob onto something? As said walking simulator inspired games for years to come. At this point, Esther, you've probably realized that Bob, of course, is not real, and that I may have been talking about myself. To me, this specific walking simulator is an exercise in an example of genius storytelling. Many lines of dialogue are awarded to the player if they walk off the beaten path, and what you see on your journey is just as important as what you hear when it comes to understanding what is going on this island. This game, in many ways, is not a game, rather a tool to tell a unique story. It could not have been told in a book, it couldn't have been told in a movie, it couldn't have been told properly in a more interactive game. It is an art piece. There are many reasons why this is Esther, and most of them would be giving away key elements of the experience of this walking simulator, and I truly do not want to rob people of that experience. Dear Esther, I have begun my ascent. I think there truly is no answers to the questions I have presented. When looking at the subjective mind, it's truly hard to find concretes. War has been fought over what is right and what is wrong. The wars, of course, have been over bigger subjects than liking or not liking a video game. And at the end, I still feel like writing this down has made me slightly less self-critical. I think it's been good for my mind. I'll probably not stop thinking about this. That's just how the human mind works. However, I know that at the end of it all, if everybody disagrees with me, I know that there at least is an island in the Hebrides I can go to.